well, safe, and feeling absolutely amazing. What is the love message for the person on the collective mind currently? What is the love message? If they need to hear it for their highest good, let the truth come out and they hear. What is the message? Oop. Codependencies, addictions are affecting your romantic life. This is coming out a lot. A lot of things on addictions. Codependency is this one. You're having to do a lot of shadow work, feeling like you're the black sheep of the family, not understanding why you were treated the way you were. Maybe you're on your own journey path with that. Let's get to the description that they have in a book of this card. So this card answers your question in perhaps a surprising way, because addictions are the culprit behind the issues you are attempting to resolve. This could be your own craving for a substance or unhealthy behavior, or it could be that your partner's addictions are impacting your love life. The card is also an indicator of childhood experiences in an addictive family. Addictions numb the heart to pain, but they also diminish its capacity to love. Since love is the basis of your romantic partnership, addictions become a barrier to moving forward toward true emotional intimacy. This, hey cans, is especially true if you're twisting yourself in knots to please a person whose dependency has lessened his or her capacity for happiness. That no-win situation will negatively affect your self-esteem and your own happiness if you continue. Fortunately, lots of support is available worldwide in the form of 12-step meetings and other addiction support fellowship models. Whether it's you or your romantic partner who has the addiction, you can find free groups near you through the internet searches or by contacting a local community health center. So someone is really, really trying to work through some sort of codependent energy that they have. Someone could be an earth sign or needing to know that they are a goddess or a god. You could have psychic abilities. Give me more with the codependency. Codependency. Yeah. This connection is very strong. This love is very strong. It's definitely a soulmate connection. Strong social bonds, working together, love, loyalty, good fortune. Give me more. You or your partner or both of you have codependent issues. And the duck. Birds may be significant. Feathers, clarity, family, love, intuition, nurturing, protection. I feel like whatever you're going through, this could be a mixed, what do you call it? Interracial relationship. I feel like it definitely could be worked through. Absolutely. The more communication you do with each other, maybe some relaxation is needed. Somebody could live in Florida. Let's get a little bit more. Yeah, I feel like this is a lot of like family stuff. Give me more with the codependency. Death card. The relationship is over. No second chances. Growth. Transform. What's dead is dead. This is a soulmate from another lifetime now. That's why it's so hard to end. Because I feel like this tug, you're different, but you're the same. And I feel like the connection is so strong because of the codependency you have for each other's own addiction bad behavior that you may have seen as a child, and you feel like that was love. So you look for that same destruction in your partner. Give me more with the pain. Yeah, cutting ties, moving on, receiving what you need. Somebody, you are so romantic. And the other person is more, it could have been some betrayal, infidelity in there. I feel like there is something to do with the other side's mother. Give me more with the duck. Or a trauma with that. Yeah. Oh my God. How many times is this going to come out? Addiction. Codependent. That is this person's emotional block. So it could be this other person, and somebody is having to make the choice. Like, you know what? I have to move forward. In order for this person to learn this lesson, they will never learn this lesson if you stick to whatever you're doing. Feed in this codependency. You will have to walk away. Give me more. Will this person get the picture? Please. Yeah, it's going to be a conversation. Maybe you'll end up at least being friends. You feel what I'm saying? Because penguins, they love forever. Ducks, they could have multiple lovers sometime. It'd be more than one masculine energy on usually the female ducks. But yeah, old school. Yep. Outdated thinking. You don't have to turn the page. You could have been with this person since like the early 2000s. Bobby could be significant. Valentino. Yeah, replaying events. Somebody needs to heal. It's time to heal. Yep, but it's going to be a conversation that comes. Okay, it is a meetup, so be strong in that little meetup that y'all will be having very soon. And it's like you can't avoid it, because it's like you'll bump into this person, or it's one of those where it's divinely you have to talk about this. And if they don't want to hear what you got to talk about, then keep it moving. Let's get another round. Love messages for the collective. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. You're calling in your soulmate. You, like everyone, have soulmates. These are people with whom you share time in heaven in other lives. You made a soul agreement to meet in this lifetime for the purpose of mutual spiritual growth. You have many such agreements with various people who are all your soulmates. They include friends, family members, co-workers, and romantic partners. This card guides you to actively call in your romantic soulmate into your life. You can do so through prayer, affirmations, and visualizations. It also means working on yourself so that you can epitomize. You know how I get. It's still early. That word. The qualities you're seeking in a partner. For instance, if you desire a significant other who's got a great sense of humor, develop this within yourself. Like attracts like, which is part of calling in your soulmate. So you're manifesting someone very, very attractive. Somebody could have like brown curly hair. Confirmation, hazel eyes or something. Let's see what's going on. And I promise you, before I even look at the picture, brown hair, like curly hair. You could have blonde hair. I promise you, I didn't even look at the picture. I literally see your face. And he has like a dimple in his left cheek. Cute. Give me more calling in your soulmate. Here we go with this. Your last earring was about gossip. Make sure you keep gossip away from this relationship. Someone you love to just not, and it's not bragging, but it's just like you love to express how happy you are. And a lot of people can be jealous of that because they're not getting it and could spread rumors, speaking ill. Alignment is in reverse, 222, to throw you off. Don't allow gossip to throw off this relationship, this alignment. Be open with your partner. You need to be real open with each other. Like, keep it straight 100. Build that trust and let this person know how trust is very important in the beginning. Because it is going to be some sort of gossip from either or past that you both need to be strong and know that you're not who you used to be. Unexpected money is coming to you very soon. You're in alignment for a lot. Very soon, days. Keep that hope. Don't let anything throw off your alignment. After the storm, calm and clarity. And that's what's throwing off the alignment. Someone's being worried about something. Springtime could be significant. Maybe that's in your birth is in the spring. May could be significant. Yeah. Something is throwing off your 111. And it's fear. Give me one more about this calling in your soulmate. Yeah, this is a detachment, past life connections. Maybe you had to detach from someone in order for this connection to come through. It's calling in your soulmate, past life connections, detachment. That's what's throwing off the alignment. These energies that you have some sort of attachment in another life that you had to put some into. Give me more with the past life connection. You had to bring self-love and self-care into it first. Snake shit. The snake. Competition, enemy, looking over your shoulder. Someone could also be the year of the snake too. It seems like it's always somebody that's trying to come in. But that is the storyline. That is, if you really pay attention to like the Disney Cinderella stories, it's always something that's trying to come in between. It's always somebody trying to come in between this true love from coming together. So that's just like, that's your Cinderella story. That could be your favorite Disney movie. Right. Some hidden. Some mask. Confirmation. You did some sort of detachment from some snake though. That had hidden intentions. Past life connections. If this is the motherfucking addiction card, I'm going to flip out. The motherfucking addiction again. If you were in the live earlier, addictions keep coming out. That's what's getting in between this faith, this love. Somebody is like, they do not want to detach and put you in it because they were meant to be the distraction for this love coming in, for this ascension. But once you in whatever cycle that you know deep down in your core that you need to end, it will bust the gates open for this divine soulmate. Somebody really needed to hear that. It will bust the gates open to your abundance. Seriously. The time is now. The clock already started. Hey, Jazz. Yes, 4th time in 3 different decks. Seriously, 3 different decks. Somebody really needs to pay attention to that. And it's so crazy because when I was speaking about, and I love when y'all hit me back and let me know that a lot of these, especially collective readings, be hitting, because for the past lives, I've been talking about health, and something with somebody's digestive and stuff. And I'm pretty sure she wouldn't mind if I say it, but I'm gonna still hold her name, like hit me up and told me that she was literally in surgery unexpectedly. Remember that last full moon exposed a lot of health things with people. And I literally saw something bursting, and it was before she got it, before her appendix ruptured. You feel what I'm saying? Follow your intuition. When I be doing these collective readings and something in you go ding, or that makes sense in your world, pay attention to that. Always get your blood work and stuff done. Know about your health and wellness. If you are not here, you cannot provide. And this is for somebody that's like, that either got children or somebody put a pet, something revolves around you being at your highest good. So in order for you to do that, you need to focus on yourself first, your health first, your mental. You cannot be sitting here stressing about some love when you have love right in front of you. That is going to be very specific for somebody. But I have to start giving it like how they giving it to me for y'all. For real. Because when she told me that, I'm like, see? And that was the reason why I even came back off my hiatus. Like, because somebody's spirit team was like, yo, let this person know. Health. And right on time. Shout out to her and sending her big hugs and healing quickly. Make sure you're following my Patreon. Matter of fact, she posted it on a Patreon. Her basically testimony. Okay. This is love messages, so we're still talking about love. What's the message in love for the collective? Abandonment. Somebody could be working through some abandonment issues. 9 of Swords in reverse. That could be part of the codependent energy. You felt abandoned growing up, and trigger warning on all my lives. We get down to the nitty gritty. I say the tea too, but I got to give you some real stuff so you can focus on yourself. 9 of Swords is in reverse. You could also have to leave a situation. It could be a shock. Yeah, the Hermit in reverse. For some sort of introspection. You could also be having to leave a group dynamic or a community. 13 could be significant. You could be seeing a lot of 13s. And the 2 of Swords in reverse. I feel like somebody doesn't have a choice but to be in this group dynamic for right now, but limit your energy with them. Let me read from this. And I'm not going to be before you all long. 132 could be significant. Remind me to read that angel number. So the 9 of Swords in this deck. So this is the 9 of Swords in reverse. The 8 swords on either side have been through and seen it all before. Nothing scares them. The new sword introduced into the group has a lot of work to do to become brave. The Carolina wren's feather standing by the sword in the center will give it the courage it needs when going into battle. With someone you have to, and this could be related to career, you have to stick up for yourself or make some sort of appeal, or it's something that you've seen, some sort of unjust, or something that you're going to go to HR for, and make sure you have that courage and really stand on your belief system with something. So you are required to give all to the project or a matter. You must show your dedication and efforts, but instead you leave it half done and work on it whenever you feel like it, or not pay attention to it. Be mindful that you have made a promise to yourself that you will see it through until the end. Do not abandon this. There is a reason why you have been entrusted with this matter. Giving up on it means giving up on yourself. When you stick with it, you are showing others and yourself that you are trustworthy and will lead to better things in the future. With someone, if you're definitely starting I said this earlier, so this is going to be repetitive. So when starting a new relationship, let them know how trust is very important for you in the beginning. Because I feel like this person doesn't like to let people down. They're like, they're when you meet them, they're going to be a little bit of a people pleaser. So they're going to say things that you want them to hear, or say things that they think you want them to say, whatever. But it's going to be something you have to be, just let them know in the beginning how trust is everything. The Carolina Reed's feather advises you to find help for whatever is causing you difficulties. There are all kinds of problems that leave you unable to fulfill your goals and dreams. All this all this needs to come to an end as soon as possible. Find the assistance you need so that you can overcome these challenges. If you can beat these difficulties, you will have the strength to beat others. With someone, they could be like getting some sort of counseling and meaning it this time. 3 of coins. 3 of coins. The 3 of coins. The 3 of coins are reasonable for producing. Carl could be significant, or Carlton. The three of coins are responsible for producing what is needed for all things to have value. The coin on the top of the other 2 oversees that everything is being done correctly and accordingly, so there will be no setbacks and things won't lose their value. The other 2 coins at the bottom will support the one at the top, so everything turns out fine. These coins receive support from the canary's feather. So it was upright. Association allows collaboration with someone experienced and trustworthy. Remember, we was talking about trust. So experienced and trustworthy on a project or anything else. To see positive outcomes, the alliance you formed with the individual must be honest, open, and good nature. So confirmation. So either you're going to be speaking some sort of honesty with somebody, or heavy with an honest conversation or meeting. There must be no hidden agendas between you and anyone else. If you both realize the unlimited possibilities, working together will be less challenging and more fun and fruitful. This will allow you to form a more powerful, unbreakable bond and trust that cannot be served. So the canary feathers advises you to be competent in everything you do and not let others dismay you otherwise. Always remember not to be your own harsh critic, but to accept and embrace when you need help learning something new. And the last one was the 2 of Swords in reverse. Two of Swords are together as one, but different from each other. Since they are used to perform various tasks, they are a yin-yang pair. They cannot be used at the same time, but no, they belong together as one. The strike's feather in between them let them know they can't cross the line. must remain where they belong and have to do their respective duties. So this came out on limitations. You're behaving as if you have no limitations, simply doing whatever you feel like without drawing the line where you need to stop. This is getting you in a great deal of trouble, and things are getting out of control. This behavior is also impacting others. Now is the time to know when and where to draw a line. Think of your well-being, and don't be afraid to cast out those who bring nothing but hardship. Doing this will help you keep yourself out of trouble. When you know your limitations, you're also not wasting energy on unnecessary things, energy that could be put to better use. So the strike feather advises you to stop analyzing the obstacles and problems you're facing by not doing what you need to do and ignoring your priorities. This will soon become a habit you won't be able to break away from. So with somebody you reached a little hiccup, a little bump in the road with some sort of trust. Be open to what this person is about to tell you and why they do these reactions. Okay? So I will be back later. I just want to do a quick check-in with love. I am about to post some other side messages that I did, but be sure to check out my Patreon for the latest live I did, because it's amazing. And on the Patreon is where the person was basically telling her testimony. So talk to y'all later. Love you.